How's your money feeling? It's about to feel happier with a certificate from Happy Money's partner, Michigan State University Federal Credit Union. Elevate and increase your savings with 18-month terms and only a $500 minimum. And the happiest part? MSU FCU certificates yield 4.5% APY annual percentage yield. Now that's a happier side of money. Elevate your savings. Go to happymoney.com/MSUFCU. That's MSUFCU. Funds insured up to $250,000 by NCUA. The APY is accurate as of the 12/1/2023 dividend declaration date. Early withdrawal penalties do apply. Fees may reduce earnings on the account. Any monthly withdrawals or transfers reduce earnings.
Hello and welcome to the Paddock and The Pavilion with Stephen Wallace. In each show, Stephen will interview someone connected to the world of horse racing or cricket.
Hello everyone. Today's guest, O'Shane Marsh, was on the show back in April 2022. I thought it was time to invite back the young jockey, now 17, to see how life is going for him in Newmarket, riding out for Charlie Fellows. How are you, O'Shane? What's life like at Bedford House in Newmarket?
It's very good, like stuff, riding horses and doing galloping and going up the canton and seeing stuff, you know what I mean?
It's still your dream job, is it?
Yeah, it's still my dream job.
So how many horses are you now riding out each day?
4 horses, sometimes 4 to 3.
And are you getting on some more challenging horses, more difficult ones nowadays?
Yeah, so when I first started, it was all good. And then now I'm starting to get more challenging ones.
And you like that as well?
Yeah, I love the challenging ones. Best ones to ride.
And what's life like at Bedford House and working for Charlie?
Life at Bedford House is funny and you have loads of fun there. And so life is a good job to work at, you know?
And what's Charlie like to work for?
Funny, and he's like honest, basically.
Yeah. So you feel you're learning a lot there.
Tells me what to do and stuff in the morning.
And you've been going to the races a bit now as well, haven't you?
Yeah. I've been going races and stuff, like leading horse up.
And what race courses have you been to?
I've been to Wolverhampton and Southwell, and there's more, but
don't worry. There must be some long days when you're going to Wolverhampton and Southwell.
Yeah, it's like 3 hours drive.
And you're still getting up early in the mornings?
Yeah, I'm still getting up early in the morning. Like we start at 6:15.
Yeah, because I know when we spoke before, one of the things you said that when before you were learning to be a jockey, you had trouble getting up in the mornings, but you don't have any more.
Yeah, because I don't really, I don't have no, because I don't really get up. When I first started, I don't really used to get up at that time. I used to get up at 9 o'clock to go 8:50 to go to school and stuff.
But now you love getting up early to ride the horses.
Yeah.
And when you've been to the races, have any of the horses you've taken to the races with Charlie Fellows, have any of them won?
No, yet. I haven't let on. One of them came second, actually. But that's the closest.
Well, let's hope 2023 brings some winners when you're taking the horses. And does taking the horses to the races, do you enjoy the buzz of going to the races and taking a horse with you?
Yeah, it's always good to go out the yard, you know what I mean? Because you're just always at the yard. So it's very good to go out and see the other races, race course and stuff.
And does that give you more of an inspiration to become a jockey?
Yeah, I would say, yeah.
It must give you more of an idea of what a jockey goes through on a race day.
Yeah. 100%.
And with your riding, do you have a jockey coach yet? Things like that?
No, not yet. You'll either get that before, I think Charlie will tell you before, because you have to go to Charlie and ask him, if I can be apprentice or get my stuff, get my license, and he'll tell me that he'll either tell you need to go and get a jockey coach first and learn a bit and stuff like that.
But you're learning a lot at work, riding out.
Yeah.
And there's some good people at Charlie Fellows to actually help you with your riding and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
So with regard to becoming apprentice, it's still your aim to be an apprentice jockey, because you're still only, I think you're 18 in about May, isn't it, your birthday?
Yeah, I'm 18 in May. So, yeah, got a long way. Not really a long way, but it's just around the corner.
Yeah, well, you've come a long way. I mean, you've from the, Ebony Horse Club, riding in a Dream Academy, winning a race at Ascot as well. So you've come a long way already. So and you're still improving as a jockey.
Yeah, I'm still improving as the day goes on.
And what about fitness? Do you get to the gym and things like that?
Yeah, there will be times when I go to the gym, but when you're so tired and stuff like that, you can't really get to go. But you can go if you want, but it's up to you. Yes.
And it is a tough morning when you're riding out 3 or 4 horses, though.
Yeah, very hard.
And you're looking after the horses as well. Yeah.
Look after each one that you one that you get chosen, or one that the head like to give to you, or something.
And what variety of horses have you got? Have you been riding out some yearlings yet, or new 2-year-olds?
I'm riding out a couple 2-year-olds. Like, you'll ever ride 1 or 2. Depends how many horses been out before.
They must be quite different when you're riding out a 2-year-old who's only just come to the stable.
So this is just my first year riding 2-year-olds, and it's just a bit all over. You know what I mean? Like, got one scooting off to the right and one going to the left, while you're on just following and stuff like that.
I suppose that's what you're going to get when they're first coming into the stable, because they're just babies, aren't they, to start with?
Yeah, 100%. When I first started, the babies was what part were they at? They were just like literally at the part where they're not scooting anymore. They're just literally stopped it. You know what I mean?
But you enjoy that. You enjoy riding the new horses.
Yes, I enjoy it because, in couple months' time or a year's time, you'll see how they are from when you first ridden them. Yeah,
and hopefully you'll be taking them to the races and seeing a winner. What about, also, I've seen on Instagram, you've been jumping some poles as well. So is there even a chance you might want to be a jump jockey?
Sure. I don't know, I might get draw license.
Right.
So I do both. I like jumping.
So where were you doing the jumping at the stables?
At the racing school.
At the racing school? Oh, right. So you've been back there. So I saw those pictures on Instagram, and I wondered whether you'd got the sort of the urge to become a jump jockey.
I always liked jump from when I was young. I always liked jumping. But yeah, I might get a draw license or something out. That's why I can do a bit of both.
So at the moment, it's, you're going to continue to ride out, and the decision on taking out an apprentice license is, how long is that? About another 12 months away?
Whenever I feel like I'm ready and fit.
Don't forget, you are welcome to subscribe to the podcast, The Paddock and The Pavilion, via Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or Spotify. Now back to my interview with O'Shane Marsh. One thing I wanted to ask you, in the last podcast, which was episode 116, you said that London was boring in comparison to Newmarket. Now, I'm sure a lot of people in London wouldn't agree with you, but is that still the case?
Yeah, you could say so. you could say so. Like, no, the only reason why it's boring, because I wouldn't say it. Yeah, I don't know now.
I'll let you off. But you obviously love being in a town where there's horses, and there's no better place than Newmarket for horses. How often do you go back to London to see your mum?
I'll go sometimes 1 week and then miss like 3 weeks and then go again.
So you're going back about once a month? Yeah.
Yeah.
And has she been up to see you riding at the stables?
No, she hasn't seen me ride yet, but she's seen videos and stuff like that. But she comes over sometimes.
Oh, she's come up to Newmarket, yeah.
Yeah.
So, well, obviously she'll come because obviously London's so boring compared to Newmarket. So that's why she's coming to see you. But don't tell her that. And another way you keep fit, I've noticed on Instagram, is you're playing football as well.
Yeah, I play for the Prince of Wales, actually.
So shout out there to the Prince of Wales in Newmarket. So what position do you play?
Striker. So, yeah, the other day I scored 3 goals.
You're not very tall for a striker.
Nah.
It's the Michael Owen look, really, isn't it? So how has the team been getting on?
Well, good. We're second on the table, second or third, one of them. And
this is a Sunday league, is it? Or
league, yeah. And yeah, we have a cup game against a team that beat us a couple of weeks ago, and hopefully we should win.
Well, best of luck for that. And what football team? I know this is a horse racing and cricket podcast, but what football team do you support?
Manchester United.
Well, it's a shout out for Manchester United fans there. So another person who's been in the news recently is, you mentioned on the podcast you were on before, was Frankie Dettori, who's going to retire at the end of the 2023 season. What did you think to the news?
I think it would be the best for him, actually.
You do?
He's getting old and stuff, so.
But you said he was your racing hero.
Yeah, he is my racing hero.
You haven't had a chance to meet him yet, then?
No. I've seen him.
You've seen him, yeah?
Actually, have I? No, I haven't met him.
Well, hopefully you'll get to meet him in 2023. And so what are your own targets then for 2023? Apart from scoring more goals for the Prince of Wales, what are your targets for 2023?
Knowing more about racing, you know what I mean? Because I haven't been in it I've only been in it for like 11 months now. Not even a year yet. But yeah, I'll improve on know more about racing when I'm galloping and stuff like that. Get stronger and keep fit, you know what I mean? Yeah. Well, I'm sure. I mean, have you seen Khadijah lately? No, I haven't seen her. Actually, the last time when I saw her, when I was on the train with my mum going back to London. There's people like Khadijah, Natalie O'Rourke from the Park Lane Stables, people at the Ebony Horse Club, and the Riding a Dream Academy must be very proud of, what you've already achieved. And hopefully in 2023, things will get, your achievements will go even further. Yeah, hopefully. So to conclude, O'Shane, you were brought up in London and you've made that brave decision to come to Newmarket to become a jockey. A lot of people wouldn't be doing what you have done and are continuing to do. How much do you want to be a jockey? I want to be a jockey so bad, but, you have to wait on time and stuff like that. So when everything comes together and fits perfectly matched, then hopefully I'll think about being a jockey. But it is something you really, wanted to do, yeah. Because you've made a big step. They're such different worlds, London, and then coming to a relatively small market town, steeped in horse racing, but they're so different. And to leave your family home and come down to Newmarket, I really admire you for what you're doing. Thank you. Well, it's very good to catch up with you, O'Shane. The very best of luck for 2023, both in the saddle and on the football field. And thank you very much for joining me again on the Paddock and the Pavilion. Thank you.
Thank you for listening to the Paddock and the Pavilion.
Follow us on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram at the Pad and Pad. Don't forget, if you like the show, please do leave us a rating and review.
Sports Social Podcast Network. Why?
Why?
If you have T-Mobile 5G home internet, you might be hearing this
Why?
a lot.
Why?
Every time your internet slows down during the busiest hours.
Why?
Why?
Because your network gives priority to cell phone users.
Why?
Good question. Why not switch to Cox Internet with 2 times faster download speeds than T-Mobile 5G home internet during peak hours?
Okay.
Stop the whys and visit cox.com/5G home for details. T-Mobile prioritizes certain T-Mobile phone users over home internet users during times of congestion.